I'm Lizzy Harrison for Card Player TV, here today with Paul Darden. Paul, thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
So you're known as somewhat of a stud expert. How did you gain this reputation?
Well, I've been playing stud. That was the beginning of me playing poker. I learned from my father. He taught me, and branched out from there. The games, the card back rooms, and pool hall games, and blossom.
So were you a winning player from the beginning?
Well, no, not from the beginning, but I put my dues in.
What changes did you implement to start winning consistently?
Discipline of myself, and watching and learning and being more aggressive. There's just everything.
So what do you think are some of the more common mistakes that amateur stud players make at the tables?
Well, for one, they'll play anything. They'll play any draw, you know what I mean, when like they will go for an open-ended straight draw and see 3 cards half to one of the ends are out, you know what I mean? So why put yourself in a position where you give yourself less of a chance to win?
Well, what types of starting hands should you be looking for?
Well, you want to hopefully start with all big hands, all big flushes, all big cards. So if someone raised, and you know, although you don't have a pair, that if you were to hit a pair, that you have an over pair. You know what I mean? Provided that no one's have a pocket big pair, but them type of things.
What do you think is the strongest aspect of your game right now?
Well, the strongest aspect is, like I said, the time I put in, and no, I feel.
Is that just what it takes? You need to put your dues in?
Well, yes, that's one of the most important factors, to see and know and learn yourself versus other people, to know yourself and don't put yourself off on tilt and discipline yourself.
Well, are there any parts of your game that you're still looking to improve or that you're trying to learn more about?
Well, the face of poker is changing now today.
Absolutely.
because the players is getting, more creative, you know, because I would say it might be the money or the sponsorship that they have behind them. So any 3 cards is a hand to them, you know. So you gotta constantly critique and change your game.
How do you adjust to players like that could have any cards?
Like I said, it's patience, time, and like I said, being aggressive when you know you have the best hand. You gotta set traps for a person, and like I said,
make sure you get paid off when you have good hands.
Yes, and like I said, it's good. Poker is fun. It gets funner and funner every day.
So is reading your opponents a big part of stud?
Yes, reading is a big part.
How so?
Yeah, and like I said, just knowing how they playing their game, the understanding what angle is they playing at.
Because everyone has their own game, basically?
Right, everybody have a different angle, the why, the what, and you got to just figure it out and adapt it to your game so you could adjust. Because my game, I don't know how I'm going to play any game I'm playing. I adjust to my opponent.
All right. That makes sense. So, you know, these days a lot of people don't play stud. Obviously, Hold'em is the big game going on here. So what skills apply that go back and forth between Hold'em and stud? Like, how can Hold'em players transition to stud?
Well, I think they're not. Hold'em players,
it's not going to happen?
No, they love all in. They love to play no limit. And, you know, it's the big thing. Everybody wants to be on TV, be a star. So if they're a Hold'em player, they playing stud just till their seat open up for Hold'em.
So what about stud players going into Hold'em? Are there skills that transition, like that you may have learned playing stud, but also make you a better Hold'em player or Omaha player?
Well, like I said, if you're a stud player, you go into Hold'em, you have a little of an edge because you have the patience.
That's
you know what
key.
I mean? Yeah, you need the patience to wait on the hand and not try to get out of place. You know what I'm saying? You don't take too many chances.
Well, what if a Hold'em player came up to you and said, Paul, I really want to learn how to play stud better? What would you tell them?
Well, you got to get in and you got to play. And for the most part, look and learn your players, see where you're at. And like I said, for the most part, check yourself every night. Go over at least 2 or 3 hands and how you played them.
And how you could have played them differently.
Right, right.
Great. Well, thank you very much for being here today.
No problem.
Lizzy Harrison with Paul Darden for Card Player TV.